Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of the Two Dope Nerds podcast. My name is Eric.
My name is Josh.
And this is a podcast where we just basically talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. A lot of it centers around nerdy shit like gaming and
Genshin Impact.
Yeah, I see everybody.
Bro, I've been playing the shit out of that game.
Everybody's been playing the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, explain this one to me now.
It's Marvel Strike Force.
Okay.
Plus Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Plus, like, anime shits.
All right.
And you gotta, like, mix these elements. You gotta mix, like, the elements of spells and shit to do different, like, mixtures to fight enemies.
Okay.
It's dope.
All right. Because I've seen that's, like, the new hot one of the week.
Yeah. It's, like, a free-to-play. You can download it on PS4 or PC.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Oh, your phone, too.
Oh, it's a mobile, too?
Yeah.
And it's cross?
It's cross with PC and phone, not PS4.
What's the, there's another one that's pretty hot now with a lot of PC streamers. It's a ghost one. What's it called?
Phasmophobia.
That one. What's that one about?
I fuck all. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, you don't fuck with horror. Do you? Yeah, you do.
I mean, I play them occasionally, but, like, it's not a genre that I, like, go out of my way to
right.
play.
I see that being one that's pretty popular now. Like it's crazy to see. It kind of started with, I mean, if you really want to go deep, you can go like to Fortnite is what was the game that sort of was like the catalyst for like streaming culture. You know, everybody was really high.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something about horror. I was like,
no.
I was like, Fortnite. What the fuck?
No.
What kind of horror shit is Fortnite?
In terms of games, that sort of dominated streaming culture. Kind of, if you go back, it was like Fortnite and Ninja is what was the catalyst that put like Twitch streaming on the map. And it seems like now there's another boom because it started with like Fall Guys, and then Among Us came.
Yeah, there's like flavor of the month games.
Right,
much.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like that one, what's it called?
Phasmophobia.
I've never watched anybody.
From what I know,
okay,
you're like a ghost.
And
I don't know if it's co-op or not, but you have to find like these different items and clues.
I believe
like,
it's co-op.
Yeah,
I believe that's.
I
the
think
big thing.
everybody's ghosts, so you have to find like different items, I guess, that like tie to the other ghosts or some shit.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
That's the big thing. Party games is becoming a lot more popular. Party games, especially, it doesn't.
Oh, I did get Baldur's Gate 3 though, and that shit's fire. If you like, it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but virtually. Like, you don't have to imagine anything.
It happens.
It's fucking in the game. Yeah, you're playing a video game of it. Yeah. And like that's really it's kind of like another game, Divinity 2. If anybody's played that, it's an upgraded version of a vastly upgraded version.
Okay.
And
see,
it's currently
deep
in
that. Like you're deep on the. You got that finger on the pulse of.
Oh, I just buy every fucking game. My friends convinced me to just buy shit. They're like, "Oh, we're playing Baldur's Gate." I'm just like, "Yes."
Now I am.
Yeah, I wasn't. But sure.
Yeah, I can imagine what your backlog looks like.
It's stupid. I actually posted this somewhere. I have games in my backlog that I don't even own yet. Because
wait, what?
Because I'm playing through Persona 4 Golden.
Okay.
I planned on beating that and then beating Persona 4 Royale, which I have for PS4. And then after that, I was going to buy all 3 of the Trails of Cold Steel series.
Okay.
Which is on PC, and beat those, but I don't own them yet. I'm just planning on buying
He's
them
going to get them,
once
though.
Those 2 games are beaten.
Yeah.
Which I don't know when the fuck that's even going to happen because I barely play either of them anymore.
Yeah, my thing is my ADD kind of kicks in because, like, I still never played The Last of Us 2.
I didn't finish it. I got, like, I don't know how far in, like 20 hours.
Well, the thing was, I hadn't played the first Last of Us in a really long time, so I wanted to play it to refresh my memory.
Right.
But in the middle of playing that, that's when I was like, I want to start streaming. So it's like that kind of overtook
like Horizon.
Yeah. And
no, wait, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, and then it was just like, and now Remember last week we were talking about FPS and things like that, and
mm-hmm.
Things that can help get better. I picked up Rogue Company
because free to play.
Yeah, it was free to play, the open beta, and I really, really like it. I'm not good at it.
You shooting before you're aiming?
Sometimes, like, I remember, it's like almost drilled in my head. The reason I died was because I tried to aim, instead of just shooting and seeing what hits. Because, I do like it. I like it a lot because it's more concentrated.
The maps are like smaller, more like close quarters.
Right. Well, I play Strikeout a lot, which is basically just objective, make sure the objective is on your team, wipe out the other team.
Oh, like domination.
Yeah, basically. It's like a more small concentrated area. Like I said, I'm not good at it, but I'm not trash. Like, I'm not going to come away with 0 damage.
Got you.
Like, I'm going to do something. Something.
Hit somebody with like a shotgun.
Yeah, like, I'll knock somebody down. Most
likely.
Toss
a grenade.
Yeah, most likely I'll definitely knock somebody down. I'll definitely revive because I main Saint and he has a health drone.
Oh, sick.
And the cool
That's always good.
Yeah, the cool thing about the health drone is not like Lifeline and Apex where you have to be next to that person. Once you deploy the drone, it goes to wherever that person is on the map.
Oh, that's real cool.
Yeah. Okay. So as long as that person has good cover where, they can, get healed.
I was going to say, because they changed Lifeline shit where she can, like, drop her health drone on somebody who's downed and, like, go away and it'll revive them.
Right. Well, this thing is I don't have to be next to that person. As soon as I know that person goes down, I'll just deploy the drone. It goes off.
Just to go and heal them. That's cool.
Right.
Can it be like shot?
What's that?
Can the robot be shot?
Yeah, you can still, as long as if you take them out before they're healed up, the drone actually comes back to me. If I don't fully heal them, I don't lose that perk.
Gotcha.
It only is if I fully heal someone. So I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to, but the thing is, it's crazy because it seems like one of those games where you can suck but still be okay at it. So I guess that's why I like it. And the more you main a certain character and you fucking get those XPs up on that master level, you get put into better lobbies, which I know is matchmaking is what we were talking about last week as well.
Oh yeah, skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, skill-based matchmaking, which is I believe this is the skill-based matchmaking because now I'm seeing, because at first I started and I'm like, I don't know if people who are just starting out the game understand that it's not just wiping out the other team and getting the kills. Like, you still have to capture that objective.
Right.
But everybody's in that sort of everybody's in that Call of Duty mindset where they're like, I got to get a kill. I got to get a kill. I got to get a kill. It's like, yeah, but you also have to make sure this is on your side of your squad, and it's just like, but now as I'm getting better and I'm maining the same character, I'm getting put into better lobbies with people because you strategize, and that's the one cool thing I like. It reminds me a lot of like Counter-Strike where it's not a lot of fast-paced run and gun. You don't have to do any looting. You just buy straight off right off the plane and everything. So you don't have to do any looting or anything like that or look for
you can. See, because like
you
games
can.
Like that, you start with a pistol,
and
like the other guy bought an assault rifle, but you beat him. With
and you could take their shit. You could take their shit
for free.
But again, the map is super small, so you don't find yourself getting lost or your teammates are all the way fucking down.
You're kind of like all forced to be together.
Exactly.
Somewhat.
Exactly.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm having fun, and apparently they're going to be slowly implementing a rank system, which I'm not gonna fuck with till like fucking. I better be like.
Nah, you're gonna kill it.
No,
you're gonna be like
shit better
super,
become like
super
nature.
diamond platinum. Rogue Company player.
Yeah, my aim is to be like the second worst Rogue Company player.
You beat Ghost of Tsushima. The co-op's coming out soon.
Yeah,
the 19th, I think.
Yeah, something like that. 16th or the 19th. Yeah. Now, what is the I didn't check out the.
It's
trailer.
like a whole new like there's an extra story that they put together for this like co-op mode.
Okay, and you just work together.
And you work together up to 4 people.
No shit.
So yeah, I'm interested in checking it out. I haven't even played the single player. Like barely.
That's another game you bought. You just haven't touched.
It's been on the back burner. Avengers came out. I've been playing the shit out of that still. Kind of like I do my dailies and weeklies, and then.
Yeah, that was my thing too. Until
I legit did all of. I did Black Widow, Thor, and Captain America's dailies and weeklies in like an hour this morning before they reset.
I remember when I first like figured out about the dailies and weeklies. I think I did that with Hulk, because at that time my Hulk was already at like 75.
Yeah, I already finished his and Iron Man's. So
wow,
I'm almost done Thor's, Captain America's, and Black Widow's too.
I wonder when they're
going to do Kamala's.
And then I wonder when they're gonna start putting in new characters.
I think War Machine and Black Panther were rumored to be the next 2 that they release.
Sick.
So it's gonna be cool to see what they do.
Sick.
I'm just prepping up my coins so that when that shit comes out, I'm just like, nope, get it.
Now it's mine. They announced that Rambo is going to be included in the new Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, which is gonna be crazy.
It is. It's gonna be crazy. Like
Rambo versus Terminator. That's possible now.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
You know, that's the crazy thing is like they always do like,
Rambo versus RoboCop, also possible now.
Yeah.
Because RoboCop's in Mortal Kombat.
That's insane. They always think out of the box when it comes to that sort of stuff. Like,
what other guest characters are in it?
I feel like Predator's in there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Or was maybe?
I'm pretty sure Predator.
So.
I'm pretty sure Predator.
Predator versus Terminator. Yeah, people were.
He's in there.
Arnold.
Is it Michael Myers or I know Freddy Krueger?
That was like Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah.
Or 10. Yeah.
No. Oh, you're talking about the current.
I'm talking about right now. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The only one it's
RoboCop, Terminator.
I thought Terminator was in the previous one.
No, he's in this one.
Really?
MK11.
Oh, I thought he was in the previous one. So wow, that's a whole big pack.
The Joker. That's what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Spawn.
Nice. Spawn is very underrated. Even the movie. Like, I heard they were thinking about rebooting it and doing another Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like in the same realm as the 90s, but a little bit even more darker and not as cartoony. But I still always thought that movie kind of got a bad rep. I thought it was actually not that bad. I'm not really well versed on the original comic story.
I mean, I liked the 90s movie, but I mean, I was a little kid when I saw it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, this is badass. It's probably terrible. Like,
I may have to go back and watch it.
If I went back and watched it now, like I know that I'd be like, this is not good, but whatever.
Yeah, I heard
John Leguizamo was good in it.
Yeah, he was
hilarious.
He was pretty funny. I heard they were going to reboot it. Movies.
It would be sick. I mean, the shit they can do with CGI now compared to fucking
back in the 90s,
92 or 3. Whatever the fuck that movie came out.
Yeah,
like.
I would like to see a reboot of that and a reboot of The Crow. Where hopefully nobody dies in the middle of shooting the movie.
That's probably why they can't get a reboot. Because it's like, you want to start? Like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good, bro.
I'm good.
Nope.
That movie is...
Nope.
The thing is, movies in general is going to change drastically. Like, how are they going to shoot movies in this current climate? With everything
they're doing it now.
It is. It's
they hold the wand up to your head and like, you have fever? No, okay.
All right, we're gonna shoot the movie within this confined space.
That's it.
You can't go out. But it's like, they pushed all the Marvel movies back.
Hollywood bubble, like the NBA bubble.
Yeah, they're just gonna put a tarp around a bunch of buildings and shit. But like, they announced the new
Jurassic Studios.
The new Jurassic Park movie. Is slated for now 2021.
That's like that shit's done.
It's already done?
That shit's already done. They just don't want to put it out in theaters and shit when nobody's gonna be in theaters.
But that's what. And I was talking to my brother the other day. I was like, yo, if movie companies, not streaming companies, but movie development companies like 20th Century Fox, whatever, the big ones, you know, if they individually started their own streaming service where instead of charging people to go to the theater, they could just get it on their Fire Stick or their Chromecast or their Apple TV.
People would steal it.
Yes.
People would steal it.
But that's the risk they run now anyway. I mean, you know? They run the risk now anyway. People with, you know, you can still get bootleg copies of the newest movies.
But it would be super clear if they uploaded it and then somebody usually stole it.
You can get the there's a certain time of the month. I'm going deep into my hacker days. There's
your black market box.
Yeah, there's a certain time of the month or of the year when it's award season, right? So what happens is they send out these DVD screeners to all the judges and everyone on the committee that is judging these movies for the awards.
That's when the clearest bootlegs come out.
Right, because all it is the movie, but a watermark that says this is a DVD.
Don't copy this.
Yeah, right, it's illegal to copy. Yeah.
No problem.
But it was like always like towards the end of the year.
Yeah, bro, you can watch this new movie. Just
put
some words on it.
And you would always know because the bootleggers would go from like $5 to $10, and
no, this is real clear. You gotta pay $10 now.
Do you ever remember seeing a bootleg movie like with like people? It was on a camera.
I remember seeing the ones where like people like stand up and walk around and shit
right
in front of it, but I've never seen anybody like actually record movies.
I remember.
Like, I've never been in a theater. And, look back and see a dude like.
But, yeah. I don't know, but like, do you remember the first bootleg movie you saw? Because I remember the first bootleg movie that I saw was no was the fucking Power Rangers movie, right? All right, here's the thing: when the Power Rangers movie came out, it was at the height of like the Power Rangers fandom.
Mom, I'm trying to go to the movies. Y'all bring the movies to you. So
no, it wasn't that. It was like the height of the White Ranger hysteria. Now they're coming out with a movie, shit's gonna be lit, right? So I'm like, yo, I need to see this movie. I gotta see this movie. This movie needs to be embedded in my brain. I need it now.
I had the karate chop gloves, the White Ranger.
Oh, I did too. With that, like, it had the little button on the side. Yes. With the button, it made the karate noises. I had that too.
And the fucking figures.
Yes.
Flip their heads.
Oh.
From their actual human faces to the. Like,
I had a morpher.
Yeah.
You put the coin in the thing.
I had the fucking Dragon Sword fucking flute with
what?
You press the button and it plays and it was like.
Yo, one day I looked up out of the.
I used to be like the Power Ranger.
Yo, Power Rangers was my shit. I looked up a while ago what the cost of like an authentic like Saba Simba sword, like from the White Ranger.
Yeah.
Like those things are expensive. But I want one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like I'm super geeked about this fucking Power Rangers movie. I need to see it. So I was telling him, I know at the time my mom wasn't driving, so it wasn't like, Ma, take us to the movie theater to go watch this movie. But my uncle was in town, so I know if I told my uncle, he'd be like, all right, let's fucking go watch the movie.
Let's go watch Power Rangers.
So like I know my uncle's coming and like I'm talking to him on the phone before he gets here. And I'm like, oh, you think we can go see the new Power Rangers movie? He's like, the new Power Rangers movie came out? I'm like, yeah, you think we can go see it? He's like, I got you. So I'm hyped.
I'm going to bring that shit right to your door.
Hyped. Right, I'm hyped. I'm ready to see his Power Rangers movie. I was like, yo, should I get dressed now? Should I wait till he comes? Like, I'm waiting. So he gets here. And I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to seem like that kid. So I waited.
Yo, we out?
Yeah. So I waited a little bit.
You said you got me. I'm here. I'm here now.
Right. So I'm waiting. I'm biding my time. So I picked perfect time. And I was like, all right, so are we going to go see this movie? Or do we need to look up the showtime? Whatever? He's like, oh, the Power Rangers movie? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, we don't even got to go anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I knew it. I was like, I knew this was too good to be true. At that point, when you throw a surprise in the plan that I wasn't anticipating, I automatically become suspicious, right? So like
instantaneous.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, some fuck shit's about to happen. He's like, yo, I got the movie. And I'm like, you got the movie? I didn't know what bootleg movies was. He's like, yeah, I got the fucking movie. He's like, and he pulls out the case, and it didn't have the picture of the movie or anything like that. It was just
in pen.
Yeah, it was just it was no. It was just like an empty, like no shell case, and opens it up, and there's a disc in it. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, DVDs was your first bootlegs? You didn't have any VHS bootlegs?
No. I didn't have any VHS.
You're older than me. How did you know?
No, was it? It might have been a VHS bootleg.
I was gonna say, bro.
Yeah, it might have been. I'm tripping because I can't.
We had the fucking tape shit. Yeah, it was a generic Polaroid cardboard cover over the shit.
Yeah. You know what it is?
With marker, it just said like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
You know what it is? I'm so old that I forgot VHS tapes existed.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, you're older than me, bro. So, like, you had to have fucking run into some bootleg VHS.
That's what it was.
Shit.
I'm so old that I forgot VHS tapes actually existed, and that's what it was. But it wasn't VHS.
I remember that shit. So, clear as day.
It didn't say anything on the box, but when you opened it up in print, said Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
Written
so I'm like, oh shit, my uncle's connected. You think
you work on this movie or something?
Yeah.
Can I meet Tommy? What's up?
And the next thing I know, it's like, all right, he works for the fucking movie company. I want to meet the Power Rangers. But he's like, all right, well, I gotta go. You go out, you can have it. This is yours. And I'm like,
I can have it.
I got the Power Rangers movie before any of my friends. Like,
bro,
this is some next level shit. Like, no, everybody always had the most dopest shit except for me. And this is the first time, like, I got some dope shit. Like, yo, motherfucker, I got the Power Rangers movie.
I am the Power Rangers Connect, son.
Yeah. So, like.
I know a man who knows the Power Rangers. He told me.
So, right, he's like, I can't watch it. I gotta go. My mom's like, all right, you gotta wait. You gotta fucking eat your dinner or whatever, some shit. We couldn't watch the movie right then and there. I had to do some shit. I had to go over another hurdle before I can get to this fucking Power Rangers movie. So, I do everything I gotta do. I'm chilling. I'm like, man, I can't watch the movie. All right, yeah, put the movie in. Put the movie in. Put it in. It's like a little wobbly.
Wow.
Yeah. And
like warped. The tape's all warped. Like, what the hell?
What's
that noise?
This like
why is it buzzing the whole time?
This like faded rectangle was like misaligned, and then the sound is all warped.
This line in the middle.
Yeah, there's a line in the middle. Then it realigns, but the picture quality is just fucked.
shit's like turned on like a 45-degree angle.
It's
just
like
for no reason. You're just
fuck.
like, why is it crooked? That's not lined up with
and
TV at all.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this janky shit? So like, the movie kicks in.
That's not the Power Rangers.
The movie kicks in, and it's the fucking Power Rangers movie, but it looks like I'm watching it on a potato. Like a fucking screen.
You're watching it through like 6 filters.
Yeah.
And it's on Instagram.
I'm looking, and I'm like, yo, there's like round thing, like, are those people's heads?
Oh, ghosts.
Did I just hear somebody cough?
Is this on set?
And I look back at my mom, and in my head, I didn't say this, but in my head, I was like, Ma, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, Ma, what's wrong with the movie? Something wrong with the VCR? She's like, no, it's a bootleg. And I was like, a bootleg? What the fuck is a bootleg? Like, I've never heard this word before. And her boyfriend...
see mad people just shuffling through the front.
Her boyfriend at the time was like, all right, well, this is how it goes. Somebody went in there with a camcorder, put the camcorder down, and is recording the movie at the movie theater. And I'm like, but why does it look like that? Like, wasn't registered.
What they recorded on?
Like, and there was like, because it's on a camcorder, like, imagine like the machines they use at the birthday parties with the camera. And I'm like, yeah. It's like,
yeah,
that's what it is.
That's what it is. But the room's dark as fuck, and the technology to auto adjust doesn't exist, so they didn't fucking use it. And now, it looks like this.
I was so tight. Let me tell you, I was so tight, bro, because I wanted.
Now the bootleg's probably dope.
I want
4K.
like, yeah,
I'm saying like shot from their phone.
But the thing is, like,
yeah, bro, I got a filter on my
phone.
I got a little fucking telescopic lens on my phone. I just hold it out there.
I should have known because I remember for Christmas, I asked the same uncle for WCW Nitro on PlayStation 1.
He was like, here you go.
He was like, here you go. What you got to do is you got to connect this cartridge, change the spring out of the PS1. You can't close the PS1. You can't slam it down like normal. You got to do it real slow. And you're going to put this blank disc in the fucking thing that says WCW Nitro. And if you close it at the right angle and get that cartridge running, you may be able to play WCW.
You might be able to play this bitch.
You might be able to play WCW Nitro.
If you do all of those steps, I promise you might be able to play that shit.
You know how many games worked and how many games did not work?
He brought you the controller with the fucking
it was
red, yellow, and white pluggers from it, like connectors from it, and he was like, yeah, if you plug this in, you get 6,400 games.
Yeah, dog, you had to plug in the cartridge where like and it was in the back of the box. It was all
just the 8-bit wrestling games, like for Nintendo.
Yeah, but like you had to plug a cartridge in the back of the box that I don't know what the fuck it did.
Blew up your PlayStation?
He would like detach the spring in the disc tray. And he's like, you know how when you close the fucking PlayStation, you just fucking clack, you know, you put it in? Right. He's like, no, you got to do this shit extra slow.
You got to trick it.
Yeah, you got to do this shit extra slow. And then you got to hear it do the click, click. Not click. Because if it only doesn't click, that shit's not going to work. You got to hear it do the click, click.
Click, click.
Oh, my God. The thing is, I don't know why, but now I realize it. My uncles, they always did some shiesty shit. Like, I remember I asked one uncle, hey.
Family of pirates.
Yeah. No, like
pirated everything.
I remember I asked this one uncle, I was like, yo,
movies, we got PlayStation games, you need a cable box?
We had that. Oh, fuck it. Bro, we had the cable boxes. We can get into that later, but I'll tell you something about the cable boxes. But I had one uncle, I was like, yo, can you chaperone me on this boating trip? It was like somewhere in Cape May where you take the Cape May ferry.
Like, I got
some dumb shit. So he's like, yeah, for sure. So I'm hyped.
We'll follow behind in my boat. You're like, So
I'm hyped because I'm like,
I kind of want to go on the school boat.
Yeah, no. Check this out. I'm hyped because I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to bring my uncle. All my people is going to know my uncle. And every time we go on a school trip, my mom always gets the fucking badass Wawa hoagies. I'm be fucking balling, right? So he's like, all right, the day comes, he's like, don't go to school, I'll pick you up, I'll take you to school. All right, straight. So I don't go to school. He picks me up, and we start driving, and we're driving, and I'm like, yo.
My school's nowhere near here.
Yeah, where the fuck we going, dog? We got to go on this trip.
We were several towns away from my school. What the hell?
He's like, oh, don't worry about that. I'm like, don't worry about that. Problem is, this motherfucker took me to the Philadelphia Zoo. Like, you would think that's cool and all, right? But here's the problem. I'm a wheelchair-bound individual, so that means anytime there's a school trip, they got to set aside, like, tax money from the buses to make sure they got a handicap bus that could take me. They got to set it up. Obviously, the school has to pay for the fucking trip, so they got to pay for me and my uncle. And not only that, but they got these kids, so they're depending on these chaperones to develop like a buddy system so they don't got to watch all 30 kids on this fucking ferry. And my uncle just abandoned ship.
He was like, we're going to the fucking zoo. I'm not watching nobody's kids.
Yo.
I'm going to watch you.
Yo.
And we're going to watch these animals.
I was like, the whole time I'm having fun because I'm at the zoo, but I'm like, damn. So I ain't even have to go to school today, nothing. And it didn't dawn on me what was going on. This was like the 4th grade. So it didn't really dawn on me how fucked up this move was until I got to school. And somebody was like,
bus driver just out of a job too. She just like shows up, like, we don't need you anymore. The kid with the wheelchair is not here. She's like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, like exactly.
Why did I wake up at 6:30? Motherfucker.
So like, I come in and my 4th grade teacher already hated my ass from 21 Jump Street. She did that. No, she did that first day of school. I'll
no
get to that.
way.
Like, so this bitch already hated me from 21 Jump Street. So like,
get the fuck out of here.
So like, it dawned on me like, oh shit, we kind of abandoned the field trip. I probably got to say something to her. Like, do I lie? Do I say I was sick?
That's what I would say.
All I know is this bitch was mad. And she was not a nice lady. Because the first day of school, first day of fucking 4th grade, like, it's the first day of school. It's fucking chaos. By the end of the day, we had to do something. I had to do something at the front of the class. But at that time, to get around, I was using a walker. Like, you know the walkers that they have for old people with like the tennis balls on the bottom and shit. Yeah, it was a variation of like that, right? But if I had to go to the front of class, what I would do is like Spider-Man using the desk. I would leave the walker because it was bulky and a lot of times it would get stuck.
Right.
So to get up to the front of class, I would just hold on to the desk and like Spider-Man up. So I was doing something at the front of the class. My desk was all the way in the back and my walker was there. Next thing I know, she's trying to get around and she like bumps into the walker and shit. And it was like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. You know, when something gets in his way, he just picks it up and fucking chucks it. Mm-hmm. She couldn't because it was a tight confined space. But let me tell you, if this bitch was able to chuck this fucking walker to the moon, this shit would have been gone.
Just launched it.
She was fucking furious. But she didn't know who to be furious at, so she was furious with me because it was my walker. Now, mind you, I'm a poor little crippled kid in the 4th grade, first day of school. I already know I got the meanest bitch.
He just grabbed you by the leg, threw you on the ground.
That was it. I was waiting for it, dog. I was waiting for it.
Suplexes you and shit.
This lady made my life a living hell throughout the fucking school year. She was so mean. But yeah, there you go. But imagine pissing that lady off who's expecting you to be on the fucking Cape May ferry and your fucking uncle takes you to fucking Philadelphia Zoo. It's just like, I don't want to do that. Imagine having an uncle just like, yeah, sure. Then all of a sudden, I don't want to do that. And then you end up doing something else. It's fucking wild. My family's crazy. You want to hear another fucking crazy thing my family did to me that happened this week? All right. So, you know, last week, middle of last week or something, I lost my grandfather. Passed away. He was old. He had dementia. He caught COVID. It was no good right from there. It's a big struggle trying to get, to see him for the funeral and things like that because most of my family lives down south and they migrated from New York to down south. Now they have to go back to New York. So there's a lot of people that can make it, cannot make it, whatever. So me and my brother were kind of in limbo whether or not we can make it. So all day, like, my sister's been sending me old pictures of when I was a baby with my grandfather, asking for me to send pictures back, whatnot. So a lot of pictures have been exchanged between myself, my sister, and my dad. So talking to my dad, whatever, whatnot, we get off, and all of a sudden, a little bit while later, I get a Facebook message from him that says, sent a photo. My dad sent me a photo. I'm thinking it's going to be a nice picture of me and my grandfather. I'm, anticipating being kind of emotional because it's my grandfather and he's not here. And that's not what it was. That's not what the picture was at all. It was something to do with my grandfather, but it wasn't a happy baby picture or anything like that. My dad decided it was a good idea, without warning, just to send me a close-up of my grandfather in his casket, just straight chilling. Almost like, well, if you can't make it, here you go.
I never understood why people took pictures at funerals.
Exactly.
But
it's not like a far away picture,
right,
or anything like that.
Right.
It's like, here's my grandfather.
It's like taking a selfie with somebody.
Yeah.
It's like, this is our last picture together. That's not commemorative. That's douchebaggery.
Here's my grandfather, and this picture's like, boop boop, all centered.
He pulled the phone out. I was like,
and I'm like,
People do that though. Some people do that. I don't understand.
And I'm like,
I don't understand.
I'm like,
I don't get it.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is your malfunction? And I'm looking over at Edgar. He's like, what happened? And I told him,
like, bro, Dad sent me a selfie with fucking our grandfather. Yeah. Like,
and I told him
right now.
The fucked up thing was I told Edgar. So I warned Edgar, and he was like, I bet you that picture's coming to me. And next thing you know, boom, boom, he already knew what it was, deleted the fucking message. I got that shit, no warning. And he's laughing. I got that shit, no warning.
That's wild.
This was the other day. This was the day before yesterday, and it was my dad's birthday. And I was legit thinking about like flying to South Carolina just to beat up my dad on his birthday. Cause like I was legit.
Happy birthday.
I was legit heated. Like, why do our parents do the weird stuff that they do? I don't feel like you can get embarrassed by a lot, so I don't feel like your parents probably embarrassed you.
No.
Mine did all the fucking time. All the fucking time. See, the thing is, I come from a family of New Yorkers, so we're entirely too loud to begin with. So then you add the Hispanic part, and my mother, who's just out of her mind, and then the fact that she's with my dad, but she hates my dad. See, that's the dynamic of my childhood, is my parents were together for 13 years, and I'm pretty sure, like, 12 and a half out of those 13 years, they probably hated each other. So it's like, they always did shit, and it never ends. If my mom doesn't do something, it's my dad sending me pictures of my dead grandfather. Like,
at his funeral.
At his funeral. At his funeral. And I don't even like funerals to begin with. I generally avoid funerals. I don't like it. I don't like the concept of funerals. Like, when I die, have a big party, you know? Like, No, don't fucking use my body as a prop.
Yeah, man, me around like.
You know they do that though now.
What's his face?
Like what? Fucking Pinocchio?
No, not Pinocchio. The dead dude in the movie.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Bernie.
Yeah, but you know they do that now, and that was a thing in Puerto Rico too. They for like a viewing.
Fuck it.
They prop up the body and like basically they seen the body.
Just had me like doing the robot or some shit.
There was one I seen where this kid
hit
was
me
like,
with some animatronics. Like I want to move around.
I seen this one where this kid's just like chilling in his chair with his Xbox controller.
Oh, yo, I saw.
And you saw that, right?
Instead of like a casket, it was like him like in like a sweatsuit or some shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had sunglasses. He had sunglasses on, and he was just holding the controller.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what? Like, no.
My mom's like, yeah, that's big in Puerto Rico. Like,
don't do that.
Like, you could either do the viewing, like you would go.
I want animatronics. Like, I want to be dancing. I want to be dancing like fucking Chuck E. Cheese at my funeral. Like,
you want to be a Chuck E. Cheese corpse?
Just DMX playing in the background.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Doing some random dance moves.
Yo, what the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. I was talking to my mom. And she's like, yeah, but see, I want you to do this and this and this. And I was like, real morbid. So I'm like, Mom, why are you telling me all these things? Like, why are you telling me what your funeral plans are? She's like, look, motherfucker, you're responsible for this. I'm like, but you have a whole other son. She's like, yeah, I know. That's why you're responsible for this.
I used to joke about wanting to come in like Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 19. Like, you know, he fucking had the shit where he like glided in.
Oh, against the Bret Hart match?
Yes.
And like, 12.
Is that 12?
Yeah.
Okay, 12.
Yeah.
Fucking off by 7 years. But yeah, I always joked about that's how I wanted like my funeral to start.
Just you dead fucking body. Just fucking
zip line me straight to the casket.
Oh,
and just drop me in. But I mean, if I put the animal with the fucking further with technology we go, I throw in some animatronics. I'll Chuck E. Cheese my ass.
Dude, Elon Musk is trying to put brain fucking chips on our,
Whatever.
Who knows?
Whatever.
We might
Put
not
me in a
even
crazy
die.
robot body.
We might not
That's
even
fine.
die.
I'll do some altered carbon shit. Give me a sick ass ninja body. That's whatever.
They can just transfer your head.
I'm good to go. Sign me up.
What if Walt Disney and Ted Williams was really onto some shit, because they have their heads are supposedly cryogenically preserved.
Wild. They are gonna come back. Walt Disney's gonna own the world.
That's what they think. It's Walt Disney and Ted Williams, who's a legendary baseball player.
No, so who the fuck is Ted Williams?
Ted Williams. Yeah, he's a legendary baseball player.
He be cryogenically frozen. He gonna come back. He gonna come back and not be able to play baseball because fucking everybody here is gonna be leagues ahead. He's like, what the fuck is this?
For real.
This isn't baseball at all.
He's like, wait a second. Why? First of all, he's not white. Why is he playing baseball? Second of all, this non-white individual is speaking Spanish.
And he's 260 pounds. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Little does he know Dominicans have just infiltrated the fuck out of baseball.
I was the best in the league. I weigh 155. What the fuck is... Who is that?
Jorge is not anymore, mi friend. Not anymore, mi friend.
Why the fuck would Ted Williams be frozen? What the fuck is he gonna come back and do? Nothing.
Apparently, it's not common.
Walt Disney might come back and just be racist or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he was pretty racist. Walt Disney was fucked up. But the thing is, there is, I think it's I've seen it on Vice, right? They're not the only ones with cryogenically presered heads. It's
random people.
It's 200 and some people.
Who's Todd? This accountant. He has his head frozen.
They have cryogenically preserved pets because people think they're pets.
That's just fucking ignorant.
That's pet cemetery shit.
Yeah, that's fucking ignorant.
That's pet cemetery shit, man.
Were the pets dead first?
Yeah, they died. No longer alive.
They were let's freeze this pet just in case.
They feel like if they can freeze it at a certain temperature when they go to being that it's frozen at a certain temperature, it preserves.
They can Futurama unfreeze that shit.
Yeah, and certain cells are preserved so they can bring it back to life. But like you said, it'll probably just end up being some Futurama, Fry, shit.
Yeah, Fry. He's gonna come back hundreds of years. It's gonna be Ted Williams playing baseball.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking getting dominated.
Apparently it's
getting fucking dominated by the league.
But it's super expensive.
Getting fucking dominated by the current league.
It's just dumb expensive.
Yeah, I'm Ted Williams, famous baseball player. Well, you fucking suck now, so sorry.
I want my
sorry about it.
I want my funeral to be one giant party.
Like I said, yo.
I want to have a family funeral, and then because I want this
after dark funeral. Yeah, because there's some shades on my corpse. And
right, for real. Because I want this shit. I want this shit in the middle of a strip club.
Just right after the regular funeral, they throw some shades on me and start pouring Hennessy on my fucking dead body.
Just some real shady shit. This is not normal.
Getting lap dances from strippers.
I'm trying to go out heavy, dog.
Like I said,
I told my mom.
I'm all about the animatronics.
I told my mom on the phone. I was like,
throw a hologram me up. I give my own eulogy. Yeah, I'm fucking sad that I died. My bad.
They fucking did that, dog. Listen.
My bad, Joe. I didn't mean it.
Okay, all the rage, obviously, with less than 3 weeks to the election, all the rage is political ads, right? All right, so apparently the family of a person that was killed in the Parkland school shooting, they paid for their son to be CGI reproduced for this political gun ad. Now, I'm not saying what side of the argument I'm on. The whole time I'm watching this is fuck the context of this thing. The whole...
How did y'all let this happen?
Yeah, dog, because he's talking, right? He's talking, but he's talking in not what you would think a CGI holographic dead person will talk. He's talking like he's having an actual conversation, and he's talking about how he's been dead and nothing has changed, and it's fucking weird. I'm gonna see if I can find it on YouTube, but like, wild dog. Like, man, it always, this podcast in general always seems to circle back to the fucking robots are taking over. We need to be more careful. Like, because
CGI ghost kids telling us to vote for Joe Biden.
CGI
ghost kids telling us to vote for Joe Biden. This is wild.
It was like
we live in a dystopian future. We're president.
CGI
gun kid.
Gun.
And then right after he fucking tells you about how his death is politicized and all this, he does the Fortnite backpack dance.
What the? Oh, fuck.
He does the emotes.
Oh, fuck. It's got to be on. But, like, it's just so weird. Like, I keep saying, technology, bro.
I'm telling you, that's why I said I'll fucking hologram eulogy myself.
What would you say?
And then fucking animatronic my fucking actual corpse to dance around while I'm giving my own eulogy. I'm telling you, my funeral's gonna be lit. It's gonna cost so much money, all of the money that I have, because fuck it, I'm dead.
I'm gonna have to.
Fuck it, I'm dead.
Gonna have to explain to people, like, no, listen, I have this on recording. Like, this is what he wanted to do. Like,
he said to turn this shit in.
He wanted to go full Weekend at Bernie's. Like,
he's fucking. He wants Robot Josh to fucking dance around the funeral and then just lay in the casket.
All right, let me see if this is it.
And then at the end, when you lower it into the ground and put the dirt on it, his robot hand is gonna come through the dirt and then just go back in. He's be fine.
But look how creepy this is. Like, those are his parents, right? Take it.
I mean, it's not gonna be creepy to me because it just
looks not gonna be creepy.
It just looks like a random kid sitting here talking.
But it's like this goes way beyond Tupac at Coachella. Like, this is like way too spooky. You know, and again, it's not so much about the whatever the context of the ad was. It was more so like big fucking yikes.
Does he look like a corpse? Is it like some Walking Dead shit, or is he just like a regular kid?
No, he looked like a regular kid.
Oh, okay.
But he's a regular kid talking about his own death. That's the weird part.
Yo, it's me. It's Buck. I've been gone for 2 years and nothing's changed, bro.
That's the kid.
We're still getting killed by guns.
Yeah, it's like a deep fake. I mean, that's a thing.
How? I know deepfakes are a thing, but
that's
like,
what that is. That's all that is.
So what they do? Just take some
took
other person. They took a person and
then
said,
an actor. Yeah.
They said do these lines, and then they
that at no point was the kid standing at a skate park waving his arms
That's
around
what
with
I'm
his
saying.
sweatshirt
Like,
on.
now it makes
it's just an actor doing that, and then they put his face.
Okay, now it makes more sense. Still creepy, but I'm like,
yeah, I was like, what?
How the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, my brain is like, wait a second.
That's his face on somebody else's body, just like when Jordan Peele did the Obama shit, where he was like pretending to be Obama and like everything he was saying. Did you ever see that? You ever saw that video?
I've seen like the skits that he did.
No. Look up Jordan Peele Obama deepfake.
Really?
Yeah, he like does a whole thing about like how you have to be careful of misinformation and all this shit. And like it sounds like Obama, but then it shows that it's a Jordan Peele doing like all of the motions and shit, but it looks like Obama's doing them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because again,
fucking they have all that weird ass technology now.
Because the thing I'm thinking is like I saw holograms, so I'm thinking like Tupac at Coachella.
Yeah, no.
Like, and that was weird too.
But that's what I want. That's what I want.
You want Tupac at Coachella?
I want me giving my eulogy as a hologram.
Hologram.
Not deep fake. No. Like
no, you
legit, yeah, like hologram standing there, like it looks like the hologram's there.
He was like,
and then actual my corpse animated.
Yeah, like it'll come out like almost like
Chuck E. Cheese.
Like
Chuck E. Cheese. I don't want it to be too mobile. I don't want it to do like breakdance or anything. Just come out and fucking bob up and down, bend his knees. I'm good.
Poor Shannon. Poor Shannon.
Why? It's gonna be a fiesta. Pinata's gonna drop from the ceiling at the end.
Yo, my God.
Full of little shot bottles.
Oh, fucking hell. This took a turn real crazy. Went from my dad sending pictures of my dead grandfather to
selfies with him.
We're planning Josh's funeral.
It's gonna be a party.
It's gonna be one big party. I can imagine just Luigi just there. No, we're gonna have one big giant LAN party, and it's just gonna be Luigi raging.
Put me in front of a computer.
Here, there.
Just put me in.
They say that though, like sometimes like even after a body is dead, like they have what they call like a death rattle, or like the body just out of nowhere just makes a flinch. So that could fucking happen. Like we're having like a fucking corpse LAN party viewing, and all of a sudden fucking
I just started playing the game.
Yeah, Josh just starts making moves and shit.
I start making plays. We start.
He starts fucking rezzing everybody.
Headshotting. Oh my God, he killed 6 people.
No, what happens is somebody's gonna fuck up and Josh is just gonna come back to life and start backseat gaming. No, you're doing it wrong.
I haunt you all. No, wrong.
For real. After you die, I can't play video games anymore. I can't because it's just gonna be in my head. It's just gonna be Josh is watching and I'm doing this wrong. And
your controller just randomly falls out of your hand.
For real.
Fuck out here.
Oh no, I'm gonna get good and like I'm gonna end up in a tournament or some shit, and you're just gonna. That'd be a sick movie.
Yep.
That'd be a sick
Angels
movie.
of the Outfield, but for fucking
video games. That'd be so fucking sick. I
Ghost Coach.
Don't you fucking steal our ideas.
Yeah.
Don't you steal our ideas.
Ghost Streamer.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it's a horror movie already.
They made a
Zoom meeting call.
They made a video game
called Ghost Streamer?
No, it was it's one of those IRL games where like you make the decisions, but like it's using actual like filmed cut scenes instead of like video game.
Like Mortal Kombat 1?
I guess I can't even remember that far back.
They're all real people.
Yeah. But like the basis of the game is you're a girl streamer, right? And you're streaming, and then one of the people that follows you ends up becoming obsessed with you.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it got like massive amount of backlash because it was just like
creepy as shit.
It was like because it was like too authentic to what female streamers go through nowadays. Because again, it was the cutscenes and the decisions you make were all based on a real life movie film. It wasn't like it wasn't like a animatronic video game style. It was an actual girl sitting
like acting through the whole shit,
yeah. So like that
they were like, you guys made her do this shit? That's fucking weird.
The idea that they thought it was like gonna go over well.
This will show an authentic experience. Like, yeah, but you fucking like she has to actually endure this now.
Yeah,
like,
and she has to prevent her own kidnapping and death in the game. Like, what happens like if she makes a wrong decision? Like, she has one of her mods ban the guy in chat, and he comes back and he kills her, and then it's game over. And then you guys start all over again.
It's weird. That's a weird game.
Yeah, it was. That was one thing we were talking about before we started recording too. If there was like a video game where like when you die in the game, not that you die in real life, but like you have remember that movie?
Dot hack.
Yeah, remember the fucking movie with that concept? You die in the game and you die in real life. That movie, Frankie Muniz was in that.
I saw it. I forget what it was called.
Wasn't Frankie Muniz in that?
I don't remember. I remember seeing it like years ago though.
I think I had that.
It was like one of those like I woke up and fucking like it was on like HBO or Showtime or some shit late at night. Like 4 a.m.
I think it wasn't a bootleg copy, but it was definitely an illegal copy of that movie.
Why?
I feel
like that's a movie you would not bother bootlegging.
Because
that
it
movie was bootleg
like,
enough on its own. Like that shit came straight to HBO or some shit. Like
because
I don't even think you could get a theater copy of that if you wanted to.
The thing was, it was like fuck it. If I can get movies, I'm gonna fucking get every movie I can fucking.
Any movie that comes out.
I'm watching
Flubber 3. I was like, what the fuck is that? I don't know.
I'm going to get it, and I'll decide if it's good or not. Stay Alive.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
I was going to say Game Over.
I was going to say Game Over, too. But it's Stay Alive. I actually thought it wasn't great, but it was
not.
It was a movie.
It was not good.
It wasn't.
It was an hour and a half of something.
It was
or an hour and 10 minutes, some shit like that. It wasn't very long, I remember.
It was a movie. You want to hear a funny story? When Edgar
No, I don't.
When Edgar was 2, he committed committed his first robbery when he was 2 years old.
Damn.
He stole a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Monster. He was a real thief.
I cooked a pack of hot dogs on a Ninja Turtle fucking
I thought
chair.
this was going to go way off the... What? Wait, what?
Yeah, at 2 years old, I cooked the entire pack of hot dogs in a frying pan on a Ninja Turtle chair.
What'd you, like, stand on the chair?
Stand on the chair and, like, fucking buttered the pan and, like, threw the hot dogs in.
How'd the hot dogs come out?
They came out banging. I had to eat the whole fucking pack because my dumb ass told on myself because I was, like, thinking it through and I was like, I'm going to be thirsty. So I fucking went in the room, woke my mom up. She was sleeping too, so like it was bad. I fucking, you know what I mean? Like my ass had no business doing this shit. So I wake her up to pour me juice because I can't fucking do it. I'm too little.
But you can make a hot dog.
Yeah, the hot dogs didn't weigh anything. I got those. Like I'm good. But the juice is gonna be heavy. I can't fuck with that. So like, Mom, I need you to come out here and pour me some juice. Why? What the fuck is cooking? Ass whooping. That's what's cooking. That's what's cooking. I got an ass whooping and then I ate 6 hot dogs. But they were banging. They were banging hot dogs.
She actually let you like eat. She put it on a plate and was like, "Here, eat your."
Well, yeah, she fucking finished them and then fucking made me eat them all.
She was like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass and then you're gonna eat all these fucking hot dogs."
I did. I fucking ate them, but yeah,
told them myself. Was it worth it?
Probably. I'm still alive, so I'm good. Ass whooping wasn't that severe.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about parents. Our parents. Our parents beat us, but they made sure we were still alive.
Yeah, like I wasn't abused.
Yeah. Like, no.
I almost burnt the house down at 2 years old. Like, I deserved to get my ass whooped.
Yeah, yeah. One time where I thought he was going to get his ass whooped, but he didn't, was when he drove the car into the garage. That would have went bad.
Like while the garage was like closed?
Closed, yes.
Oh, nice.
Because my stepdad was washing the car and he told him to put the car in reverse so he can use the hose.
Like, yeah, D.
But like he never
reverse
I'm
D.
I'm pretty sure at that point he had never been in the front seat of a car, knew how to change the gear, put it in reverse. Don't fucking slam on the brakes. But that's precisely what he did. He didn't put the car in reverse. The motherfucker was like still like in drive or something. Something fucking happened where he, instead of lightly tapping the gas, this motherfucker was like pedal to the metal and he goes right into the fucking garage door. So I'm like, oh, fuck. My mom's at work. She doesn't know what's going to happen. But I'm like, dog, she's going to flip the fuck out.
She's killing everybody in this house.
Everybody else did. No, this is how fucking resourceful Cuban people are. My stepdad did not panic, did not get flustered, nothing. He called 2 of his boys. He found you know how they used to have those fucking wrench sets with the sockets in the little container thing, like it was like a little suitcase.
Yeah. It's a toolbox.
Man. That's all he fucking had.
It's a little suitcase. It's a toolbox, man. Yeah.
But it wasn't like a box. It was just like a little foldable little thing with like a wrench set.
Yeah. There's a little plastic, like,
Yeah. That's all that motherfucker had. Somehow, with just that fucking little bit of tools, his 2 friends, also from Cuba, and a little bit of Cuban ingenuity, they fucking rigged this garage door that my mom did not know what happened. Let me tell you how lucky we were to get by that little instance. But there were so many things that we did. One time my stepdad, he was mowing the grass and he mowed a fucking life-size baseball diamond into the grass. So like he's like, my mom's like, go mow the grass while I cook dinner. He's like, all right, I'll go mow the fucking grass. So So he's out there, he mows the grass. A couple hours later, he comes back. He's like, yo, boys, come check out what I did. I was like, oh, fuck. He did something he wasn't supposed to do. Instantly, I knew. We go out, and it's a fucking baseball diamond, dog. Like, and not like a janky baseball diamond.
Not
this
like
shit
legit, like to scale.
Like it was legit to scale. The bases were perfectly etched out. Like we could have got it in World Series, like right there, yo. We were stoked. Like we were outside hitting the ball, playing baseball. My mom was like, "Why the fuck are they outside? He's supposed to be mowing the grass." When she looks outside, there's this fucking big ass fucking Field of Dreams outside. Like, you know?
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, the thing is, this motherfucker built Field of Dreams without ever seeing the movie Field of Dreams. Like, he didn't even know what he stumbled
upon. And shit, and he was like, wait, I did that. Is this?
All of a sudden, people just started coming in from the other side of the backyard, and he's like, what the fuck is going on?
What's happening? Are those angels? What is this?
This is a really morbid episode. Everything just revolves right around death.
Oh, we're right back to ghosts. Look at that.
Ghosts.
So we're going to name this episode Lavender Town. Pokemon.
Oh, I'm like, oh.
It's a ghost town.
That was the one where the noise, remember the noise?
Song.
What? Now, what's the story about that song?
I don't know. Something to do with the song and people killing themselves.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Look it up.
He don't fuck around with that shit.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I ain't a ghost encyclopedia, nigga. I don't know.
You don't fuck with that ghost shit. Don't mess with that ghost shit. How are the streams going? What's new in the streams? What you been streaming?
Genshin.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Nah, I've been playing League.
How's the League going? Are you
up and down? It's fucking League. You'll get like 2 brain dead dumb teams, and then you'll get a team full of fucking pros, and then you'll get 2 people that don't know what the hell they're doing, 2 more people who like is their first game.
That'll be me. Whenever I decide to jump in League.
It's really weird. Like the matchmaking makes no sense. Cause like it just stacks teams like one way or the other. You rarely do you get like 2 or 3 people that were doing good and like 2 that were doing bad.
So it's not like
it's usually like 4 people were doing terrible, and then like the other team was just stomping. Everybody was stomping, or your team is killing everybody,
right?
And their team is just doing pathetic,
right?
Like,
so
it's really weird.
There's no skill-based matchmaking.
There is, but like I'm in like silver because I haven't played for fucking ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I went from platinum to silver.
True. You digressed.
Yeah.
We need to get you back up.
I mean, I'm fucking almost to gold. So there's that, but it's just weird.
Yeah. The other day, I think when the first day I started playing Rogue, my view count was higher than normal. It was going crazy. I had friends in the chat, like real life friends in the chat, like gifting subs and everything. Next thing I know, the fucking the software fucking DC'd me out of the fucking stream.
They're like, oh, you're having a good stream. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
turn this shit off.
Oh man, and I could never recover. I could never recover.
No, come back.
I tried.
Like, there's no way to. That's how it feels. As soon as you disconnect, you're like, no, wait.
Wait, guys, wait.
Stay there.
Don't move. The show just hit some technical difficulties.
I'm gonna refresh.
Oh man.
Don't go anywhere.
Streaming's crazy. Like I said yesterday on Twitter. I was like, how often do we see like tweets where people are like,
push through, bro.
Don't give up. I know you're thinking about quitting, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm sad. This sucks.
You're actually
well, don't
right.
do that. Don't think that.
Don't think that way. Everything.
Think positive, bro. Yeah. Just keep struggling.
One day,
keep struggling.
One day, you're going to break through, and you're like, fucking win, bro.
I mean, I don't care.
I know. I'm at that point where I don't care. I'm just going to play the games.
I don't even stay to the same game rarely. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I do play League more often than not, but whatever the fuck I'm playing, I just stream. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm streaming this Hades. Like,
yeah,
who fucking watches that? But strangely enough, like 7 people watched that shit, and I had people like talking about it and like chatting in chat, like
yeah,
just strangers, like random people, like not people that usually come to my stream. Like
that usually makes things a lot easier when shit's active. Time kind of goes by fast because um it's not like if it was just where you could stream and if nobody says nothing, you'd be okay just being a fucking mute.
Just saying nothing, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be okay, But if you want to be, semi-successful at this, you have to stream as if 100 people are watching you, even if there's only one or two bots.
So they're like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" It's
yeah,
like zero viewers.
You know how fucking awkward that is. It's becoming a lot easier just to fucking immerse yourself. The one thing I do have to get over, I seem to have this issue.
Turn your viewer count off.
So
you don't even know.
I do. No, I have it.
You don't even know.
I have it off.
For you, 100 people could be watching.
One day they be like, man, we have stumbled upon the worst.
You'll just get that email.
Yeah.
You'll just get that email. It's like, here's your Twitch summary. And you're like, what the fuck? 25 average viewers. 372 people are watching.
And it's just me, and I said...
jumping
my thing is, like...
Shit, Fall Guys?
I look at, like, sometimes I look back at my VODs, and when I'm not saying anything, I'm looking at the camera like this. I'm like...
Oh, I fucking whatchamacallit, too. I turned that off, too.
You have no face cam.
No, VODs.
Oh, you turned your VODs off?
Yeah.
Because now, Twitch, what they did was... they've combined the live views with your VOD views.
Right.
So that's why everybody's views got a big jump. Like, I logged in one time, I saw, like, a VOD had, like, 39 views. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, like, who's viewing this?
Yeah, who's looking at this trash? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who would do that to themselves? And that's sort of, like, the complex that I'm having, I'm still having, is, like, I feel weird, like, being like, hey, guys, sub to my channel. Like, here's my sub goal.
I don't really do that at all.
If
somebody subs to me, I'm like, I appreciate you following or whatever.
And when somebody subs to me, I'm like, why would you do that? Like,
enjoy the badge and the fucking emotes.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, for me, it's like I said last time, here's like poverty, and I'm like, I'm laying on that motherfucker. like I'm posted on that motherfucker, just barely right there. So it's like $5, and I'm like, it's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money. Like, I'm not gonna.
When you reach that $100 revenue goal, do they send you the total revenue that you've made, like to $100, or?
I believe so. Like, they send you.
They just give you like the month's revenue. Like, oh well, you made $100 like overall, but here's 8 cents because that's what you made this month.
Yeah. I think they clear it out back to zero.
Right.
So there's been people, like, usually if you hit that $100 threshold, it's but you're on that path where you probably made a little bit more. Like, I've heard people get like 126 or something like that. But it's just
and then that's it. Like
and then you just start all over. Right. But then it comes to a point where you're getting subs and everything at a continuous basis where you can literally you can work out what you would need in terms of, okay, I need to hit this goal in order to make this income. But then at that point, it to me, that's the scary part.
Where it becomes a job, but I mean that's what you're looking. That's the aim.
Yeah.
That's what you're aiming for. So.
But then you lose the fun of it. Like, that's my fear of it. Because I went through it with the wrestling website where it was something I was really, really passionate about. And over the time of building this up, over the 7 years that I spent building it up, like, my passion for the actual wrestling became more of a job, because everything I did when I watched wrestling would have to be in terms of an analytical standpoint rather than I'm just a fan,
right.
And then on top of that, you go through the rejections and, the dejection of not being where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of terrifies me. Everybody's like, oh man, if you keep grinding, one day you'll be partner. And I'm like, I don't want that, because then you get your target for trolls,
You have mods for that.
You have mods, and then, but it's just
we already went over mods.
We did.
That was our first episode.
Yes, the very first episode we cover why it's important to have a mod. But you don't
bow. You don't have to deal with trolls.
Yeah, but then like you deal with that, and then you deal with people just being generally like I've always said. My goal with streaming is just to meet people and make friends because I have a tough time making friends in real life. So it's like, but then you meet,
not me. I want to be rich.
But, like you meet like generally just not nice people. You know, and it comes with the territory.
I'll ban 'em.
Probably because like
I'm not dealing with that shit.
You don't deal with that shit.
I'm not dealing with that shit. Get out.
That's it's just like
that's it. It's that easy.
I don't want that.
Oh, he made another account. Get out.
Because then yo, then you'll get all the people like, yo,
out.
When like you're sucking at a game and you're just not doing so great, they're like fucking, oh man, you suck. Why do people? I'm like, I don't want to deal with that shit.
You stink. I mean, if you suck, you suck.
I'm not a nice person.
If I fuck up, then I fuck up.
Yeah,
you suck. Yup, I do. Man.
I would say some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a nice person.
You're allowed. It's your show.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a nice person. It's your show. You can tell them to eat a whole bag of dicks and then ban them. That's your prerogative. You're allowed to do that.
See, my thing is though, like I don't.
If they're ignorant, you can be ignorant back, and then you can make it so they can't respond. That's the best part.
Like that's my
That's
thing.
The best part.
Is
when they get ignorant, you can get ignorant back, and then when they go to say something, you're just like, shut up. No.
See, my thing is my ignorant level goes from 0 to 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, eat a bag of dicks. I hope your mom gets fucking strung up by her entrails in front of you and your entire family. All right,
Freddy Krueger. All right, Freddy Krueger.
You know, it's just fucking.
And then I'll ban him.
It just goes off the deep end.
I'll call you fucking Jason Voorhees, and then I'll ban him.
He's gonna hit me up on Discord, be like,
no, I'll hit you up in chat.
And be like, what am I supposed to do with this guy now?
Like, okay, fucking shining Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Did you get your licks in before I ban this guy?
I mean, he can see it. Look, watch. Ban. He can't say anything. Say what you want.
Oh man, current events. We're all gonna die of COVID. Apparently.
No, not after 74 years.
Yeah, apparently somebody out there has the fucking miracle cure.
Regeneron.
Sounds
like a fucking fake ass. Sounds like a fake ass movie. Medical science center. Regeneron.
The thing is this. Like, were all the other people that were sick with COVID and died? Did they have this medicine available to them as well?
It's secret, bro. In 3 days, it fucking clears out the COVID. You're good.
Is there anybody else that's like, okay. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Motherfucker doesn't have COVID anymore. Are we giving that same shit to other people who had COVID?
Not the president. This is only secret president medicine.
It's some secret like he's got a secret presidential CVS or Walgreens or some shit.
Secret presidential stock, bro.
Because they're hitting him. He was on the supplemental oxygen or whatever. Then they were giving the Rendez or whatever. They were giving the old Razzle Dazzle.
Got the Razzle Dazzle from Regeneron.
Yeah, and they were giving him all shit. And the whole time I'm thinking we're like 210,000 Americans and counting have died from COVID. Did they get this same shit? Did anybody go, let's give them the Razzle Dazzle?
Nah, because only one dose of it was approved. And it was for the president.
And apparently this shit cured him.
3 days, he felt better than he did in the last 20 years or some shit.
Which is a fucking lie, because you could tell that motherfucker is struggling.
He feels great.
He is struggling.
I'm going to take his word for it.
It's like, you ever you didn't, but it's like when I'm with my friends and, passing around the bong and you take too much of a big rip and you're like, you don't want to cough in front of your friends and look like a dumbass. And you just hold it in.
That's how I feel about like standing in Walmart and coughing.
For real, I did that.
Being in a Walmart, I'm just like,
imagine me coughing, being scared to cough, and I have my mask on still.
Yeah,
and I'm just
like every time I'm in a store, if I have to cough for like my mouth being dry or just like
I'm
thirsty and I fucking
I'm just like you just rather suffocate because you're gonna get the fucking.
He's got it.
He's got
Test
it.
him.
For real.
Put the damn tube in his throat.
It's like X-Men now. Like you cough and then everybody's just like they think
He's
you're a mutant and they're gonna come arrest you and take it away.
Get him, Sentinels.
But
we are the COVID bots.
This dude figured out a way to get COVID
and cure
it within 3 days.
74 years old.
74
years old.
Obese. This motherfucker.
No, he's not obese. He's in the best shape that anybody's ever been in.
Yeah, there's no way you're in the best shape of your life where
smartest cognitive.
When you're eating fish fillets and fucking well done steaks.
And he's the smartest cognitive test passing motherfucker that the United States has ever seen.
He said in a video that doctors have never seen a DNA like his before.
Never ever. They looked at that shit. They were like, "Holy shit! This is great, Mr. President. This is the best fucking DNA we've ever seen."
So my theory is
wild how great this DNA is.
My theory is
it is fucking absurd how great this DNA is. Like, this is this
DNA is greater than Jesus.
Most fucking complete strand of DNA I've ever seen.
It's got extra chromosomes and shit.
A whole bunch of them.
But my theory is either
a perfect amount plus one.
He either caught the COVID, still has the COVID, doesn't want to admit that he has the COVID and that he's fucking dying.
He never caught the COVID.
Or he never caught the COVID and thought, hey, if I say I got the COVID.
I got it. It's not a big deal. I'm fucking 74. I'm
and
good.
That branches off to either he's like, I'll either tell people I caught the COVID and they'll feel bad for me, or I'll tell them I caught the COVID and I beat in 33 days and I'm a fucking miracle walking
I'm the strongest president that's ever existed.
And people will vote for me.
You think Theodore Roosevelt...
What was the one that fucking had the polio that was scared to tell people he was
Roosevelt?
No,
one of the Roosevelts had polio.
I thought it was it Roosevelt that had
one of the Roosevelts ended up in a wheelchair because he had polio.
Right, and he was afraid to tell people.
It was either Theodore or Eleanor.
It was
Teddy. It was Teddy.
Teddy, yeah. But he was like afraid. He didn't want people to know he was, because he would have thought they would have seen him as a weak president.
Yeah.
If he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But this guy,
wheelchair Teddy.
The fucking wheelchair Teddy.
Wheelchair Teddy, we know him as now.
The fucking Trumpito.
Weak ass wheelchair Teddy. No, I'm kidding.
Trumpito done got everybody sick though.
No, he's the strongest president ever.
All right, so like, what's gonna happen to Chris Christie, who also caught the COVID?
Who cares? He is not important. I don't understand why people keep calling him like the governor. He's not the governor of shit. Chris Christie is fucking nobody. He's literally fucking nobody. He makes no decisions nowhere. He's nothing. He is literally nothing in the government right now. Like, who the fuck cares about Chris Christie? Go somewhere. Like,
you got fucking what's her face? The Crypt Keeper. Kellyanne Conway, she got the COVID, right?
Did she?
Yeah, she caught the COVID. But her daughter be on TikTok, right? And anytime like the president says something about the COVID or like, the Republicans, she's always like disapproving them. Because the funny thing about Kellyanne Conway's family is that like her fucking husband can't stand Trump. Like, he's the one tweeting on, like, fuck Trump. And she worked for the dude, right? She worked for the dude, but her husband's like, fuck that guy, Trump, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. Now her daughter, who's like 15, is on TikTok, like, look at this.
Fight the power.
So, like,
my mom. She's a bitch. She keeps fucking punishing me. Here's a TikTok dance.
This bitch recorded a TikTok, right? And her mom's in the background like, yo, you're dividing this family. And she's like, and she's on TikTok recording herself like, what do you mean I'm dividing this family? And her mom's like,
just because I want to do the whoa?
And no, like,
I want to whip and nay, mom?
She's like, over this COVID bullshit. And then her mom goes, are you recording me? Like, grabs it. This is a TikTok that was uploaded to the website.
They're oppressing me. They're oppressing me.
Meanwhile, she's yelling at her kid for recording her on TikTok. She doesn't have a mask on. She has the COVID. She's mainly getting her kids sick.
Mom, stop coughing on me.
Oh my God. This country is truly...
It's great. I love it.
Oh my God, this country. Meanwhile, like, I'm fighting with New Jersey unemployment. I'm unemployed. I don't have a job. Check this out. They put a freeze on my unemployment. They didn't tell me they were going to put a freeze on my unemployment.
They never do.
They froze my unemployment. All right, when you call unemployment, there's a good chance you're not going to get anybody. You have to really actually, this is legit. You have to call unemployment and redial like 10 times so that you're queued up to actually speak to somebody. Now, when I finally got to speak to somebody, she goes,
I don't know, click.
First, it sounds like they're talking to us from their house. So I don't know if they're working remotely or whatever, but there's usually some shit happening in the background. They have you on speakerphone. I think I heard a kid yell. It's been nuts. Yeah, it's just been nuts. So,
ignore that.
I finally got a hold of someone, right? And the lady's like, okay, it looks like they put a freeze on your unemployment. Why did they put a freeze on my unemployment? I don't know.
Shrug emoji.
When are they going to take the freeze off my unemployment?
Shrug emoji.
I don't know. So what do I have to do to get this freeze lifted off of my unemployment? They're going to send you a letter or an email. Okay, what is that letter or email going to say? I don't know.
Your name?
Yeah. They're like, I don't know. Okay.
It's going to be an envelope, probably.
So when is that letter or email going to arrive? I don't know.
When it does. I don't know. You got to look in your mail.
And I'm like, okay, so I can't have this fixed until I get that letter, basically. Yep.
We think so.
All right. Now, mind you, obviously, in these situations, I'm already backed up on some bills. I'm going to be backed up on some bills going forth. But is that what I tell these, like, my credit card company?
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know when they're giving me money, so, you know.
They're going to be like, hey,
I don't know when I'm giving you money.
Exactly. I can't give you money that I don't have.
It's impossible. It's impossible to do.
And I don't even know what's the reason I don't have this money. Like,
I haven't been told that yet.
They didn't even tell me why I don't have this money.
You're like the Dr. Disrespect of unemployment.
It's a fucking mystery.
Dr. Disrespect to Twitch.
It's because it tells me
they just froze your shit up. They're like, you're banned. You were like, wait, why? And they were like,
it's a fucking mystery because I can log in and it tells me my claim is still active.
Like, yeah, go ahead, claim your money. Psych, you can't.
This is how much I get, and this is how much I have left over. But I can't access that money. So I can't pay my bills with money that is apparently supposed to be mine, but they're not going to give it to me. You know? On top of that, I am one of 1 million, probably almost 2 million people that are unemployed because of the pandemic. It's fucking crazy. People can't work. People are relying on these stimulus deals to get them basically ahead. It's not like people are getting these stimulus checks and just fucking balling out.
I'm gonna get a PS5. Yeah.
You know, but I mean, even at that deduction from whatever your stimulus check, hell, in your case, you get the PS5, but you're going to be streaming, so technically you're using that to make money.
Can I write it off on my taxes? Shit.
Probably if
I can start putting fucking video game consoles on my taxes, then I'm going to start doing that.
I know a bunch of like wrestling journalists that claim like like the cost for like the streaming stuff, like to watch the events, not just like the WWE network, right, but like other independent organizations that have streaming services. They write that off on their taxes.
Huh. I look into that.
Yeah. So it's like technically that PS5 is a work related, expense, because you're making money off of streaming or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but people actually, when I got my stimulus, not that it matters because it's your money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not judging you I don't care if you went out and bought like fucking rims for your beat up Daewoo, it doesn't matter to me. But like a lot of people took that money and was like, okay, I could pay off this bill. I used it.
That shit lasted like a whole day.
Hell, it didn't even last.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like not even like a whole day. It was legit like 16 minutes.
It didn't even last.
I turned around and just paid bills.
Right.
Like,
That's exactly what I did. I put it on my credit cards, and then come to find out, fast forward, the money that I put on my credit cards was gone. Was gone. Because I still had bills that I had to pay, and, money wasn't sufficient.
Yep.
So I had to finagle. Now, I can't even finagle because what I used to finagle, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't put more money on the credit cards to pay for the other credit cards because you can't do that.
No.
Not only that.
That's an impossible situation.
I'm fucked. Like, unless, like, I'm gonna call them, like, before my shit's due, if this is not rectified by the end of the month, and be like, look, here's my situation. I'm supposed to be getting unemployment money. Like, literally, I was claiming unemployment for 2 weeks, no problem. Money went in, all good. Next thing you know, I go, error. Okay, error. All right, now I got a call, but I can't get a hold of nobody. Because, A, there was nobody there to begin with in the first place, and now on top of that, there's a fucking pandemic. So in my mind, I'm literally just envisioning an office building with, like, one cubicle in the center and a phone just constantly blinking, and the lights are off, and nobody's answering.
Nobody's even there.
But that's my struggle as an adult now, which is why I, like, every day I'm like, I gotta go hard with this streaming shit because this is like my last line of defense, because I'm terrified, dog. Like, as not even a kid, but growing up, it's like, if I ever want to get out on my own, how the fuck am I gonna make it work? Because it's not like I can get a regular 9-to-5 job, working at a factory, making decent money. Yeah, right. Trust me, if I could, I told people, I'd be like, fuck yeah, if I could work at a factory where you're telling me, like, I have one single task and, I just do that and I don't really have to interact with customers or anything like that. It's a job where I fucking could even wear earbud headphones and just vibe while I'm doing my work, I would love to do that shit. I would love to be a truck driver, like a cross-country truck driver. I
can't do that, man. I hate driving, like, for long periods of time.
I would like, just to be able to go to, like,
being in a car for, like, longer than an hour makes me tired.
Yeah.
Every single time. I hate driving, like, long distances.
I could, if I would love to do that, dude.
I don't know what it is. Like, as soon as I get in there, I'm just like,
you just got, hopefully you've never fallen asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, all the time.
You do?
Yeah, I just fall asleep.
Get the fuck out.
Drive myself home like fucking Weekend at Bernie's.
Fuck out. What was there ever like a weird job you were like, yeah, I would do that shit?
Like what?
I don't know anything. like
what for example?
Me? Why would anybody want to be a plumber?
Because it pays a lot.
Yeah, but
literally that's the only reason people do those dirty jobs, because it pays a lot and they need to support their families.
Right.
Like
I don't know if I love my
literally in the same boat that you're in, and they were like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking
I don't know
shit.
I don't know if I love my life. I don't know if I love my life or my family enough to fuck around with shit. That's just, I can't.
People are offering you like $30 or $40 an hour. You'll do it.
You fucking fuck around with the shit in a little fucking.
You wear gloves and shit. It's not like you fucking are doing it barehanded. Like,
but
they're not like fucking barehanded, like grabbing shit balls and rubbing it on their faces. Like, come on, man.
Just thinking about.
It's not. Yeah, like you. What are you thinking? Like they're like fucking Super Mario. They fucking go down the pipes.
No, like, I'm just envisioning like they're fucking around with the pipes. Yeah, they got the gloves on, but like some shit goes awry and like a pipe fucking bursts and you just get shit phased and like
that might happen.
I can't. No,
if
man.
You're fucking with pipes though. You gotta wear like protective gear so that shit doesn't fucking splash.
I wonder, do they go in with like full hazmat suits or something like that?
Depends what they're fucking doing, probably. Like,
fuck, dude. Fuck. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do anything where I like had to wipe old people butt. Can't do that. Basically, my parents are going in the home.
Can't do anything where I gotta wipe old people. What would you possibly be doing? I guess take care of your family. That's
yeah. I mean, I guess.
Unless you randomly just got a nursing degree, like right now. Are you going to do that?
Nah, that's too much studying.
Like,
Nurses do a lot of studying, man. Nurses, they got to remember a lot of shit. There's a ridiculous amount of shit.
Yeah, I figured you weren't going to get your nursing degree.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I couldn't do
that. I had a feeling.
I can't even get my fucking IT certifications because I'm like, it's too much learning. It's too much learning stuff.
That's like shit you already know.
I know. I know. And the fucked up thing about it is shit that I know, but it's like I'm going to take the test and I'm definitely going to fail that shit.
Why? You already know all the information.
Now I do, but under the pressure of taking a test,
you'll still know it.
Nah. I heard there's like a trick. My friend was telling me.
It's called knowing what the fuck you're talking about.
He said that when you study for it, what you do is like you eat like a piece of candy that you don't like. Just anything, because what happens is when you go to take the test, you eat that candy and it like triggers
you don't like.
Yeah, because the only time you've ate that candy was when you
don't like Chief Keef fucking mentality.
What's the Chief Keef mentality?
Don't like that song.
Oh,
I don't know the song.
No.
Never mind.
But
fucking I heard, lame.
You fucking square. I wonder if that works though. Like he's like, when you're studying for the shit, is the only time you eat this candy. Like you don't eat it, and then what you do is you eat the candy when you're taking the test, and it'll trigger something in your brain to remember
the bad feeling of the candy and the information.
Yeah, because there's a lot of candy I don't like. I don't like black licorice.
Call it whatever you want.
Whatever. Anyway, that seems like a good note to end this week's episode. Hey, yo, everybody's been showing us a lot of love when it comes to this podcast and everything, and people are really enjoying it. So that's pretty cool. If this is your first time listening to it and you got to this part, bless you. I hope you enjoyed our random musings this week about
dead stuff. Dead shit.
A lot of dead shit
dead shit.
This week's episode. Ghost of
Goblins.
Tsushima, Ghost of Grandpa.
We legit went from Ghost of Tsushima to like actual ghosts.
Ghost of Tsushima to Ghost of my grandpa. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on whatever platform you're using. We mainly use Anchor FM, and Anchor FM is a cool website because you can basically upload any of your podcasts, whether it be on a computer like what we're doing here, or you can even record a podcast and from your cell phone upload it. But it's also cool on there because you can send us voice messages. So anything you want us to cover on the website, we can, cover it. All you have to do is send us a voice message. The podcast, like I said, it's available on Anchor, anchor.fm/2dopenerds, TWODOPENERDS. It's also available on Breaker, Google Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. So it's available on a bunch of different places. And I'm sorry, my phone's ringing right now. But all those places you can find the podcast, hit the subscribe button so that you'll never miss an episode. The podcast is uploaded every Friday at 9 a.m. And it's also available on YouTube if you don't use any of those platforms as well. So you can find it on YouTube. So we're all over the place. And mainly it's us talking about the shit that we do throughout the week, whether it's streaming, gaming,
Genshin Impact.
So where can they watch you play Genshin?
If you want to see me play Genshin and suck at League of Legends, although I'm actually not that bad, I'm decent. You can check me out on twitch.tv/GG_ANOOBIS. That's GG_ANOOBIS. GG Anubis. Also, you can find me at Twitter, the same exact handle. It's twitter.com/GG Anubis.
There you go. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Erik the Ghost. That's Erik with K, ERIK, Erik the Ghost. And then you can also check out my tweets or my Instagram post, both the same handle, at Erik the Ghost _. Check that out. Mainly, again, check out the Twitch, obviously, and also too on Anchor. You can also send us You can also subscribe if you would like to help us out on a monthly basis, anywhere from 99 cents to $4.99. We've been kind of thinking of ideas as to how to reimburse you more so because we feel like we could do more. So I'm thinking of stuff to do. Maybe you get early access to episodes because we record on Thursday and this gets uploaded Friday morning. So, if you decide to throw us some money, like I said, go to anchor.fm/2dopenerds. There is a support button there where you can donate. And if you do, we will throw you the episodes one day early, most likely around this time. And also, but I'm thinking of things like shirts and stuff like that.
Pants.
You want to make some pants?
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably make that happen. To be honest with you.
Fuck it. We're making pants.
We're making some pants. Might make some boxers. Stuff like that. Who knows?
Like Mike Tyson.
True.
Some boxers.
True. We got to put our brand on everything.
Pike Tyson. That's the name of my...
Pike Tyson?
Yeah, it's the name of my main.
Pike Tyson.
League of Legends.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into the podcast. Like I said, please give us some feedback. We would like to know what you think about the shows. And like I said, you can also contribute if you want to, hitting that voice message button. He's Josh. Say bye, Josh.
Until next time.
I'm Eric. We will see you next week on the Two Dope Nerds podcast. Have a great day, everybody.
Later.